While the world still remembers the unfortunate incidents in aviation history, unexpected situations keep happening every day. Join wowtv to check out the latest events in today's video and learn from them. A Dutch female pilot's flight took a dramatic turn, miraculously landed on the runway without any injuries. From this experience, she wants to remind everyone always to make a proper visual check and wear helmets and eye protection when flying. This doomsday-like scene actually happened in Russia in 2017. When faced with 3 tornadoes, instead of diverting the landing, the pilot decided to fly through. It's unclear why the pilot made such a risky decision, but everyone on the flight was safe. In contrast to the situation above, this pilot witnessed a harmless landspout. It didn't cause any turbulence, so he was able to fly around it comfortably. This is an incredible drill by the United States Navy and Marine Corps. The CH-53K transported the F-35C and refueled from the KC-130 simultaneously without any errors. The video shows a strong storm hitting an airport in Argentina in 2018. Luckily, no one was hurt. No one expected the unusual event between a bus and a plane at an airport in Spain in 2019. The cause was identified as the bus driver's negligence. No injuries were reported, and people joked that this was the birth of the Airbus plane. His phone was put through a drop test from a height of 1,000 meters. CCTV footage captured a Boeing 737-200 flying close to homes in Colombia. It turned out the plane was overloaded and had to make an emergency landing sooner than expected. The report did not record any injuries, just a bit of damage to the left wing. The situation at Santiago Air Show 2019 showed the real power of the jet blast from the Su-27 flanker. Now you see why it's important to stand behind the barriers when planes take off, right? Even in a professional race like Formula 1, there can be unexpected situations. One driver had engine trouble, and his competitors were unaware of it. Emergency responders jumped in right away to make sure everyone was okay. This is the weirdest theft I've ever heard of. A 13-year-old boy broke into a hangar and targeted 2 seaplanes. He couldn't get them to take off, and the staff caught him in time, so there were no serious consequences. The next strange story took place at a Florida Air Force base. A gator wandered onto the runway and hid under a plane. After several days of waiting, it was finally returned to its natural habitat. Without any special effects or tricks, the vortices from the pressure differences around the propeller are quite impressive. It's even more fascinating when it's raining. Things got worse when a light aircraft lost power in midair. It flew so low that it nearly brushed against rooftops and trees. It's amazing that the plane managed to reach the taxiway without any further issues. The remote-controlled aircraft competition didn't go as planned. Hopefully, there wouldn't be any collisions. The Vampire WZ-507's performance at the air show took a turn when the pilot suddenly accelerated. The old runway couldn't handle the power of the jet engine. The wind from the Bell-Boeing CV-22B Osprey's rotor is just as formidable. Watch how it blows everything away during takeoff. Attention, attention, it's coming! The most anticipated act in air shows. China has turned the sci-fi idea of a manned flying saucer into reality. The flying saucer is designed for low-altitude sightseeing and has capabilities similar to seaplanes. With its safety and cost efficiency, it could be a popular travel option in the future. The professional Red Bull racers teamed up for an amazing showdown. Who do you think would win? Whether it's F1 or the FA-18 Hornet, both delivered a spectacular performance. A balloon straight into the airspace of an Airbus A380. The outcome wasn't hard to guess, given the size and power difference between the two. Don't stand too close to the propeller. It might just prove the saying, "Cameraman never die," wrong. No one wants to miss the chance to film jet planes up close. It's all about getting the best shots. Join us to see 1,750 drones recreate the A380 landing on the runway. Don't hesitate to hit the like button if you enjoyed this amazing performance. The European Ariane 6 rocket was launched into space in July without any hitches. And here's the view from the Rafales patrolling the sky during the Ariane 6 launch. The pilot training footage might make you feel a bit uneasy. But don't worry, he was completely in control of this spinning maneuver. The helicopter setting up a 7-story Christmas tree ran into trouble with the surrounding cables. Miraculously, both the pilot and nearby workers were fine. The Airbus A321 ran into mechanical trouble right after landing. The pilot was the first to notice and requested an emergency evacuation slide. The evacuation went smoothly, and the fire went out on its own without needing the fire crew.
It shows that alarming video from a fire we told you about on a Delta plane in Seattle. It happened last week when the plane was parking. That plane was flying in from Cancun. A spark ignited where the plane was connecting to the gate immediately.
You get it all on the airplane.
The harmless spider just wanted a ride, but it seemed no one welcomed it. The flight safety briefing was no longer boring when the flight attendants performed it pole dancing style. Bad news, one engine stopped working. Good news, he still had the other one. Introducing NASA's Super Guppy, inspired by whales. Its cargo hold is 25 feet in diameter and 111 feet long, designed for oversized cargo. Plus, the nose of the plane opens and closes without interrupting the flight or engine control systems. Sparks from the engine forced the 777-300ER to turn back just 30 minutes after takeoff. Holding a competition in strong winds is a bad idea. The landing was rough, but fortunately the pilot was safe. The Super Scooper CL415's water maneuvering skills are impressive. Oh, the cameraman must have a lot of trust in the pilot's skills. Modern problems are always solved in modern ways. This is how drones are used to remove obstacles from overhead power lines. The night flight suddenly became interesting when watching the aurora from this position. You just experienced a pilot's check ride. The final moment captured by the drone during its mission. This was believed to be the cause. Lightning struck the plane, leading to an electrical discharge. And how strong is this 70-mile-per-hour wind? Just look at how it lifts a parked plane off the ground. This challenge looks cool, but definitely don't try it if you don't want to lose your license.
Oh my God!
This is the largest flyover in NFL history. The first day of jet training didn't go smoothly for this guy. The rescue team arrived in time and saved everyone, including the dogs. A Turkish Air Force F-16 fighter jet decided to scare a boat on the coast. This caused trauma to the fishermen. Be careful when flying through thunderstorms. Lightning can strike at any time.
Wow, that was within too close, within a mile of me.
Hemen arayın.
What just happened to the plane? Watch the video and help us identify the culprit. Besides bird strikes, balloon strikes also need to be added to the aviation dictionary. This was just a routine training session for drone performances. I'm sure everyone here is excited for this moment. Next time, if you encounter this phenomenon on a plane, don't panic. Nacelle strakes are small delta-shaped or triangular panel sheets positioned strategically on the nacelle to induce longitudinal vortices. To transport a 40-meter-long electric vehicle across countries, the world's largest airplane, the Antonov 225, was called into action. An 8.5G flight will take you through 70 years in the blink of an eye. Always stay alert while driving, not just in front, but also above you. The KA-52 just wants to say hello to those standing too close. Do you want to listen to a song?
Whoa.
It is forbidden for passengers to open the doors while the plane is landing. A totally crazy experience. Even the cockpit door isn't an exception. Maybe the doors on planes are more fragile than we think.
Whoa.
Смотри. Ёб твою мать, он упал!
A pilot in Florida was trapped in a swamp full of gators for 9 hours after his plane crashed. Due to the unfavorable terrain for a helicopter landing, rescue personnel performed a hoist operation to bring him to safety. You know what?
With incidents of fuel depletion in the Air Force, the boom method proves to be optimal. It allows for quicker and less time-consuming connections, but sometimes still leads to unfortunate failures.
The AN-225 literally cleans up the sky by cutting through the fog.
Picking up pre-existing.
Get ready to be amazed by the incredible power of the Boeing 777, facing off against the most advanced anti-roll pickup truck.
At the end of the day.
What happens when you stick your head out of a collapsing door at 130 miles per hour? It's like playing an intense roller coaster game.
Listen up, buddy. Don't stick your face out when the helicopter's flying. Got it? Understand? It seems like this has become a must-do ritual for sailors. Maybe we should consider putting up signs to keep wildlife away from landing planes.
Quiso agacharla, coño.
Many find this terrifying scene unbelievable. What about you?
Sorry. You see like the bright light back there?
Lucky passengers had the chance to witness a space shuttle launch from above. The ticket for that flight was probably a bargain for such a once-in-a-lifetime experience. A passenger who didn't comply with the regulations on the plane was caught.
As powerful today as it was during those dark
The professionalism of the presenter made this an historic moment. A severe storm damaged 3 light aircraft at Silvio Petterosi International Airport.
It looked like the plane was passing through a strange cloud. But it turned out to be a column of smoke from a fire at a factory in Santiago.
I'll try to get you to grab
The helicopter took off for a special rescue mission.
Put the nose of the helicopter right down here in the bushes. Check my tail for me. Yeah, we're good. Back left a little bit. Got it. Hold on.
If it weren't for this video, nobody would have believed this happened.
Watch the rotor. Yes, sir. Hold that wing down. Toad it out for him. Yes, sir. Hold on to it.
This year, Santa isn't riding a sleigh with reindeer. He's flying with a flock of birds. Hit the subscribe button if you want to join Santa on this exciting flight.
Oh, he's gonna be fast. Oh boy.
For those who just blinked, an unfortunate incident occurred between the Iron Bird and a flock of pigeons. On the Boeing 787 Dreamliner, you can adjust the brightness of the windows electrically without the need for light-blocking shades. Passengers were startled when the plane encountered strong winds, and the pilot managed to maneuver the plane for a stable takeoff.
Landing on ice is never easy. Have you ever seen a ribbon cutting done with an aircraft?
There goes one more.
Cut number 4. Is he out room in time?
Check out a close-up of an Erickson air crane taking off. This American-made heavy-lift helicopter comes with 2 jet engines and 6 rotors. The Incredible Hulk is capable of transporting loads up to 11,000 kilograms. Smoke starts filling the cockpit as the female pilot prepares to perform aerobatics in the air. Don't worry, she can handle it. Birds don't appreciate intruders in their airspace. In the thrilling world of aviation, what impresses you the most? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss the schedule of Wow Aviation.